Hey friends, and welcome back to Path of Exile for a Day 2 update on our Herald of Thunder League starter. Now, yesterday was a pretty wild day in trade. One of the trades that I got pretty early on in the day while I was actually editing the video I put out yesterday is I found this chest piece, which was just the fracture and a single socket, but it is a really great fracture that we got for 25 chaos, and then we crafted on it a little bit and made something really nice. Threw a couple jewelers and fusings at it to get a 5 link. I'll probably just be saving up the jewelers and sockets or the jewelers and fusings to 6 link this, and then we'll be good to go on a 6 link. The other trade that we got that was really big was Herald of Thunder increased mana reservation efficiency on any evasion ES helmet is what I was looking for, but this one popped up for 10 chaos. So we got the enchant we wanted and another fracture evasion energy shield for 10 chaos, which was huge. We also upgraded our shield to our leper's alms. We needed to mess around with our resistances on our chest and our helmet before we could do that. We changed out our amulet to be almost as bad, but not quite. We got a little bit of damage over time multi on here. Some max energy shield, and other than that it's just attributes. I really want to replace this because it's not great, but we'll work on that as we go. Our boots are the same as yesterday, our belt is the same as yesterday, our gloves are the same as yesterday, and our dagger is the same as yesterday. Now, one thing that happened is this morning while I was getting ready, I checked the trade site and we found our Volcor's guidance that are corrupted with temporal chains on hit. This is going to be huge for the build because this means we can replace our current gloves and then we can take off Mark of Submission, which means we can have a second ring. Now, if we go over to POB, which right here, this is our current import in configuration. So configuration 10 Withered Stacks, Guardian Pinnacle Boss, and Flasks are active. We have 286 single target DPS with a poison DPS of 12,000. So we have a couple of options on what we can do here. There are plenty of items that we can utilize if we want combined DPS. So the single target damage, a Storm Secret is going to be the best shot and is going to increase our damage by about 100,000. This is because it's going to increase our attack speed by another 2 per second, so going from 6 to 8 per second approximately. However, what I am very tempted by is instead sorting by poison DPS and doing something like Ice Fang Orbit, which increases our total DPS less but increases our poison DPS by a lot more. The other option that's probably best for our endgame is a Hunter influenced ring. For now, I'll probably just switch to Storm Secret and see how it feels, but we'll find out as the day goes by. So let's do a quick map. Tier 8, Magic. We're having a little trouble with our map sustain, so this is kind of where we're at. We just switched to Wandering Path for a better map sustain, but I've been playing around with a couple of other nodes on the Atlas passive tree, which were not a good idea, basically, how that boils down. Ooh. Level of Despair, level on our Herald of Thunders. Building up all of our Herald of Thunders in the background to try and get a level 21 gem. A nice little damage upgrade. Oh, it's the Fugitive Boots, okay. Right. That poison proliferation feels really nice when it kicks off. I'm really enjoying this build. Not the strongest, it's not the fastest, but it is just a really relaxed playstyle. I just shock stuff, and then Herald of Thunder takes care of the rest. Something's not dying fast enough, throw on despair. And we're good. Oh, we're out of dashes. There's one downside of using Withering Step is that we're continually utilizing our Flame Dash charges. Ooh, Valor. We need those. I really enjoy this MTX. Alright, and that's the build so far. So I'm looking forward to improving the build further. There are lots of things we can do. Since we now have these gloves for temporal chance on hit, we can drop our mark of submission and actually have another real ring, or we can add another storm secret for more attacks per second. I'm not sure which I'm going to do yet. I'm going to try out both, see how it feels. But yeah, the other thing we're going to do is start working on getting enough currency for a 6-link. So that's the plan for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope your league start is going just as great as mine.